Thanks for joining us for ARC Salt Lake. I'm Heidi Hatch. It is October 31st. Happy Halloween to all of you. Right now, we want to check in on weather because we know a lot of you are heading out with your trick-or-treaters tonight, and also keeping an eye on the weather as you're opening the door for those trick-or-treaters as they're coming to your house. Meteorologist Sean Kelly here with that first alert and a little cool forecast.
Yeah, it's a little bit chilly out there as you're stepping outside, and you definitely need the jacket here. We have even some snowflakes flying across those higher elevations into the mountains right now. Isolated to widely scattered showers. That's kind of the scoop here through the evening for another hour to hour and a half or so. This system is already zipping pretty quickly up towards the northeast, and you can see we've got a nice batch here just north and west of the Brigham City area and then down across our Wasatch Mountains. But we're dry right now here in Salt Lake City. We're dealing with temperatures across the Wasatch Front anywhere from 49 in Ogden, 50 degrees in Salt Lake City, 49 in Provo. But we get ready for a chilly evening ahead. We've got these temperatures that are going to be dipping down into the 30s as we head into the overnight. Now, coming up in first alert weather, after we're done with this storm, we are dry all day tomorrow. But look at this. Those chances for rain increase as we get into the weekend, some of which could be in the form of some snow falling even across the valley floors, with maybe even some lake effect snow into Monday, with another storm moving in by Tuesday. So becoming pretty active. We'll talk about more of that coming up in my first alert weather forecast.
All right, Sean, we'll see you in a few minutes. In Utah County, UDOT crews are rushing to get one piece of the Mountain View Corridor project done before that winter weather sets in. Kristen McPeak has more on what the project is looking like.
Nobody wants this much traffic traveling places.
Megan lives in Saratoga Springs. She's looking forward to the day she doesn't have to navigate this construction on her commute.
I actually go the back way because this way takes way too long.
Mountain View Corridor Project Director Andrew Jordan says he understands the wait.
What do you want them to know?
The main thing is that the department understands the growth in the area, and we're working really hard to make sure that we're delivering these projects on time to alleviate some of the issues that they're currently facing.
The target finish date, April 2026.
Is everything running on the timeline?
Yes, actually, we are on schedule.
Video from May shows the area almost completely bare. To now, you can see the new roadway being built just off of 2100 North. Jordan says right now there's a push to get cars spread out on this frontage road in 2100 North before winter starts.
Why the big push right now?
We're trying to get this pavement and everything down so we can move the traffic back over. That's really the push we're trying to get through winter.
He says that will make the roadway safer as traffic now moves head to head.
Really, we don't want to keep that configuration in the wintertime. There's concerns with having the traffic right next to each other on that hillside and around that turn.
Now we're getting some new reaction tonight on a plan for a centralized campus to house people who are experiencing homelessness in Salt Lake County. A consultant for homeless programs says that state and local leaders made a mistake to scatter the shelters just a few years ago. Brian Malahy with more.
A downtown homeless shelter closed and new shelters opened in different neighborhoods. In the park today, a man without a home answered a direct question.
Is it getting better or worse for homeless people?
Getting worse.
He says that after tens of millions of dollars spent for new shelters and services.
Was doomed to failure by the way it was implemented.
Dr. Robert Marbut directed a White House Council on Homelessness under former President Trump and says he advised Utah decision makers not to spread out shelters.
Politics drove where the sites would be, the size of the sites, how it would be laid out.
What leaders are planning now, a central campus for the homeless, Marbut says makes sense. 2 News asked State Homeless Coordinator Wayne Niederhauser, was the scattered sites approach a mistake? Will the shelters still operate when the central campus opens? Niederhauser said homeless response must be, quote, dynamic, and the existing shelters will stay.
Do you go to the shelters?
Sometimes we go to a shelter over there. Shelter is full. Where are we supposed to be going?
That was Brian Malahy reporting. Coming up here on ARC Salt Lake, cases of the avian flu have now been found here in Utah. What's causing the rise and also what you need to be aware of. Welcome back. With flu cases spreading across the country, some of those are right here in Utah. 2 News spoke with a state veterinarian earlier today about what to be on the lookout for.
So there's a lot of different industries that are affected. I would say you'd have to take it one at a time. As far as our dairies are concerned, it's serious, but it's not life-changing. So the dairy industry tends to recover from this virus far better than the poultry industry, meaning the cows get sick, but then they recover. Milk production drops for a week or two, but then goes back up, and they kind of move on with business. So it's not too bad for the dairy folks. For the poultry folks, it's really bad. They wind up losing all their animals, and then we have to go in and help them sanitize and retest everything before they can restock. And so it's quite a headache, and it's quite devastating for the poultry industry. And then I'd say lastly, for humans, the risk is really low. It's there, it's not zero, but it's really low. They have shown across the nation that there have been some workers on these poultry and dairy facilities that have come down with mild flu-like symptoms. Not too many, a few dozen, I think was the last number that I saw. So far, 0 in Utah. But yeah, so I guess for there, the risk is low, but it's not 0.
You mentioned the effect on the poultry industry, of course, that they lose their animals. So I understand that if avian influenza is found at a poultry farm, the animals are culled, or I'm not sure what the correct terminology is for, killing or getting rid of those animals. So I guess if I understand correctly, if avian influenza is found at a dairy farm, do the affected animals, if they get better, is that okay? What do they have to do with the animals?
Yeah, good question. So you're right. We do treat them differently. We don't cull the dairy cattle. The symptomatic animals, the ones that are sick, get separated into what they'll typically term a hospital, and their milk doesn't go into the main bulk tanks. That goes into a separate collection facility. It's usually termed hospital milk. And they are usually observed and just given supportive care, and they tend to recover really well on their own. And then yes, we don't need to cull them. Once they've recovered, they can return to production and do just fine.
So of course, if someone's not in the poultry industry, they're not in the dairy industry, these outbreaks as they happen, is this something that the consumer is going to notice when it comes to prices at the store, or is this not rise to that level that the consumer would actually even notice these outbreaks happening in locations?
Good question. We talked about this at a national meeting a few days ago, and to my knowledge, the latest data shows there hasn't been a significant increase in price across the states that have been affected so far. That could always change, but as things sit right now, the main cost is with that individual producer. There are some federal funds for a level of indemnity that they can get to try and keep them on their feet. But it is a pretty heavy hit financially to them individually. But as far as the consumers, the market seems to be pretty robust, and that prices across the states that have been affected haven't seemed to rise significantly.
So of course, you said there so far. So of course, we don't know the future, but looking forward, do you expect that we'll have this increase and things are going to calm back down, or should we be ready for more outbreaks, more issues or concerns with avian influenza?
So this we've noticed since about 2020, since this came over from Europe, every fall season we tend to get outbreaks, and that's because this is mostly being spread by migratory waterfowl, and this is the time of year that they migrate. So I think it's reasonable from a risk perspective to assume that at least for the next few years we're going to see what we've seen in the previous few years, and that is some outbreaks at this time of year among our poultry facilities. Now the dairy thing is new. This has been new this year, so whether or not this is going to happen again next year or whether it's going to burn itself out, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
Switching gears now, as many kids are out trick-or-treating right now, we spoke with the American Red Cross for tips to keep your kids safe tonight.
This is a fun time for everyone. this time of year. I'm excited to go trick-or-treating with my kids this evening. But I think, making sure that parents understand and drivers who are driving through the neighborhoods understand that there's going to be a lot of children running around. There's going to be a lot of excitement. And so ensuring that everyone just takes their time, has a little bit of patience and understanding, just so we can keep people safe and no one gets injured.
Yeah, and can you talk a little bit about the data that was kind of in your press release there about, fatalities and just kind of issues on the roads?
Yeah, so children between the ages of 4 and 8 are 10 times more likely to get hit by a vehicle on Halloween than any other evening. And so, and that's a study from the Journal of American Medical Association and in conjunction with the Traffic Safety Administration. So, just making sure that, one, we're holding hands and keeping our kids safe. This is what we want to do during this amazing fun time of Halloween.
Right. And is there any other, what do you kind of see as, being involved in the Red Cross? Are there any initiatives or kind of things, campaigns that you guys do, either ahead of Halloween or kind of tonight?
Yeah, we're sending out information via our social media and just some quick tips for drivers and for parents. And so starting with drivers, this is a time to you should probably avoid residential areas as much as possible. We understand you're coming from work or driving to the store, but if you're going to be driving, just slow down. Please, drive slower than usual. Stay off your phones. As we know, Utah is a hand-free state, so no texting, no being distracted. Make sure you're looking around and being very observant. Kids get excited and want to run across the street with their friends. You can keep an eye out and make sure you can stop in time before hitting somebody. And then for our little trick-or-treaters, just making sure they walk and they don't run. They're using crosswalks and not crossing in the middle of the street, right? Even in a residential area where most of the time kids are playing and stuff like that and they run and play in the street. It's just, having people be just a little extra cautious this Halloween. And then be visible. I know we have our cool costumes and different things like that, but I recommend putting light sticks on your kids' costumes or something reflective, like reflective tape. My kids have strobe lights that are going to go on the front and the back of their costumes, just so people can be so they can be a little more visible for those around them. So just take some extra precaution when it comes to just making sure you're visible. And if you're driving, just take a little more time to slow down and just be a little extra observant than you normally would.
And is there anything, maybe aside from the roads, like any safety tips or messages about, maybe going to houses or, or maybe anything with the candy and kind of what you're getting, that kind of thing?
Yeah, so, most people have their front porch lights on if they're home, right? So if they're home, usually look for a front porch light, make sure that's illuminated before knocking on the door. Some people have, Halloween lights and different things that they do. They might be home, but their front porch light might be illuminated. So just, if they have an open door and, their doors are open, just be observant. While you're doing that, and then parents just check your kids' candy before they dig into it. It's always a good safe practice just to make sure that nothing's been tampered with and things are whole. And then make sure you take one for yourself. We call it the parent tax. So just make sure you get your tax for going out there and doing an awesome job with your little trick-or-treaters tonight.
And speaking of those trick-or-treaters, it is a chilly one across the state. Some people seen a little rain and snow, but skiers will be excited that we're seeing some of that good snowfall right where we want it in the mountains.
That's right. It's happening. It's happening. We continue to see some snowflakes flying up into the mountains, though we're getting a little bit of a break right now. We had some good snow, probably close to ½ an inch in a few spots this afternoon and evening. Temperatures right now, 28 degrees up there. Down here, we're into the 40s and 50s, so it's quite cold here this Halloween evening, dealing with clearing skies and very light winds up towards the north, still a little bit gusty in the Logan area, 20 to 25 miles per hour there. Logan sitting at 40 degrees. We're at 49 in Provo, 43 in Heber. These temperatures dropping quickly. 41 in Panguitch, 44 in Cedar City. We're at 38 in Blanding, 53 in Moab. Here's a disturbance that's still moving through the area. It's moving pretty quickly and getting pretty close to the end. We've got a few spot showers from Park Valley up towards the northern Great Salt Lake, and then a few sprinkles up into Brigham City, Logan area, and then still just to the north of Salt Lake City into the Bountiful area, south of Ogden, and then up into the mountains, seeing a few snowflakes right now. Generally drying things out within the next hour. We'll be calm tomorrow, mainly clear, still a little bit chilly, but a lot better than today. And you'll see we get ready for our next storm system moving into our area Saturday evening. This will be a storm for our northern counties and central counties as it moves in, starting off as high elevation snow, but then those snow levels will be dropping through the overnight and into the day on Sunday. And we can maybe see some minor accumulations further down towards the south and especially up into the mountains. Then we get ready for maybe some lake effect snow Monday morning, and then another storm heading into our area on Tuesday. This one a little bit on the colder side. So it's beginning here, and it's looking like it'll be a pretty active stretch of the first week of November. You'll see maybe about a few inches down towards the south here as we get into the weekend, especially up into the Cottonwoods, along the Wasatch back, maybe about 2 to 4 inches, and then maybe even a coating to an inch across some of those higher elevation valleys as well. So we're into the 30s and 20s as we dry out overnight, 26 in Delta, 30 in Cedar City. Those highs tomorrow climbing into the middle 50s, 47 in Park City, 55 in Richfield, 67 in St. George. St. George, you're plenty warm, or at least better, tomorrow and through the next few days. But look at this, you start to drop things off into next week. Nicer conditions, though, for next week with plenty of sunshine. And then along the Wasatch Front, we've got chilly conditions each and every day. Breezy and unsettled weather through the weekend and into next week. And then look at this stretch of next week into the 40s. So we've got some cold temperatures here that'll be lasting to kick off all the way through the first week of November, and then maybe continuing on into that second week as well.
All right, so sweater weather has moved into coats, boots, and snuggle up weather. All right, Sean, thank you. Coming up here on Ark Salt Lake, FEMA funding coming to Utah County for help with a broken water pipeline. Where was the impact and how much help did the agency provide? Welcome back. The Utah DWR is looking for information after a buck deer was shot and left to waste in San Juan County. Officers there received the report back on October 9th near Bears Ears National Monument.
Yeah, during the investigation, officers determined the deer had been killed near South Long Point Road within 2 of 3 days of receiving the report. No attempts have been made to harvest the head, antlers, or any of the meat from the deer. Anyone with information is asked to contact the DWR.
And some good news now for FEMA approving $1.2 million to help Spanish Fork repair its water pipeline and damage embankments.
Yeah, this is part of a major disaster declaration by President Joe Biden issued in response to the Spanish Fork River flooding back in 2023. Flooding from rapid snowmelt damaged part of the drinking water pipeline embankment in 4 locations. The money will be used to bring the system back up to pre-disaster function and capacity.
Good news there. It's been a while in coming. As for people who are heading out tonight, it is still going to be cool out there, and it looks like we're kind of in this pattern for a while.
I know, we're here for the long haul, looks like.